What's up, everybody? It's your boy A Love, Street Vendors Crew, TKA, the Puerto Rican gangster DJ Racer. Check us out, Freestyle Radio, Music Lovers Radio is on and popping. The Puerto Rican gangster, DJ Racer, A Love. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
My man A Love in the building. How you doing?
What's going on, brother?
I'm doing good, man. First of all, I want to thank you for coming back on the show. Everybody that doesn't know, this is basically part 2 of the show. When we got together a couple months ago, we did part 1. We couldn't get to everything we wanted to, so welcome back to the show, my brother.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you for having me back. I remember because I was at a show and I had to go into the bathroom to do the interview.
How can I forget? Every other word you said, we heard the toilet flush.
Yeah, the toilet flush, right?
But it's good now. It's good. So tell us what's going on with Angel Love, man. I know you have when we talked, you have so much going on, and you know, I just want to let you tell the fans what's going on with you. Everything, let us know, brother.
Yo, man, I got so much stuff going on, man. So much music. Well, as you know, I got a new company called Street Vendors Entertainment. And so what I'm doing now is through the entertainment company, we're doing new music, management, production, and clothes. So I got like some I'm starting off with like hoodies, hats, shirts, and stuff like that. It's real dope. If you're a Boricua and you're from the hood, like I'm from New York, Spanish Harlem, you know, in the summertime, you go out and you buy coquito from those little Mexicans or those little Puerto Rican ladies that sell coquitos in the summertime. So what I did was I took the coquito cart, and made it my logo, but I made it a hip hop logo, a hip hop coquito cart. So that's the logo. That's kind of hot. So what I'm gonna be doing with that is, like, say for example, I have regular street vendors, shirts, hoodies, and hats, and then I'm gonna do like special edition shirts that would have the street vendors in the front, and then like Spanish Harlem in the back. And then I'm gonna reach out to people like Mark Anthony, my boss who I work with on the Latin salsa side, Sergio George, who produces. He's the producer for all of Mark Anthony's salsa hits. If you ever listen to a Mark Anthony record, and he goes "Ataca Sergio," that's Sergio George, and that's the guy I work with. So they both from Spanish Harlem. So I'll put Mark in one of those shirts, and Sergio, and just take a picture of it, just to try to get it out there. So we're gonna have a Spanish Harlem edition and a Boogie Down Bronx edition. And then as far as the music is concerned, I've been doing a lot of music that I never put out over the years, and I mean, I got songs with like Black Rob, you know, I got hip hop records, R&B records, freestyle records, pop records, reggae records, and what I want to do is, I was trying to rush it last year, well, last summer, try to get it out by last summer, but I got features with a bunch of people, and it's just like waiting for these people to get back to you, and it just took a long time. So I'm gonna take my time during this whole winter time to try to get all the music and everything done so that I could put out the video, and the single, and a DVD, at the same time. So, and not only with with myself, but I think we spoke about this the last time, and I told you that I had an R&B group called Goodfellas, that I toured the world with that group. With people like Mint Condition and Casey and JoJo, and I had been looking for the single that we were about to put out before we broke up, and the single was with Slick Rick, the rapper Slick Rick, and so I have a song with Slick Rick that nobody has ever heard before. So it's like two Slick Rick rap verses on one record. So you picture that, a Slick Rick record, that, or Slick Rick rap, or two verses that nobody has ever heard before. So I'm waiting to see how I'm gonna do that. Either I put it on the album, or I'm just gonna put it out separately. But I got so much music.
That's awesome. So first of all, I want to congratulate you on your venture. You got clothes. I just so everybody's clear of it. Is it going to be men's clothes, or is it going to be men and women's?
No, I mean, I'm pretty sure the females could wear. You know how girls like to wear big hoodies or whatever. But I'm probably gonna do both. Right now, it's for the men, but I probably will do more stuff for the females. But the logo is dope, and I'm just starting out with that because eventually I want to do jeans and other things. But I'm gonna have bags and I'm gonna have a whole bunch of other different stuff for the line or whatever. But I'm just starting out with the stuff that I'm starting with now as far as the hoodies, shirts, and hats are concerned. But yeah, it's dope. Like I'm gonna have a website and then we're gonna sell everything online. I have so many people that wanted. Like I made a batch and it went so fast. So I got all my friends, everybody on Facebook, like, yo, I need a hoodie. Yo, I need a shirt. And so it's just like I'm just trying to get it all together. Just overwhelming because I'm doing it all by myself. So.
So that's good. Now I don't mean to pressure you or nothing like that, but will they, will some of the pieces be ready by Christmas time this year, or is this something that we're looking at for 2020?
Um, no, I want to actually try to get some stuff out. For obviously, I mean, it's not going to take nothing to get them done. Um, especially for the fall and the winter time, I want to have the hoodies out. Um, it's possible that I can have some stuff out for like Christmas.
That's tight. Now you mentioned that you have a bunch of songs you're gonna basically not re-release but release that you've had. So what makes A Love go through his, which when we spoke the first time you said you have so much music, right? So
Right.
how do you go and you start picking the songs and like which like basically I want to know because I want to pick your brain here. What routine do you do to pick out the songs you feel are good enough to come out now?
Well, like I said, I've collected so many. So I recorded and have so many songs over the years that I never released. And at one point, I was like, I wasn't really trying to be an artist like that. I was always into my group and being one of the members of the group and doing stuff with the group. And I never really wanted to just to go and do it. But I always was out there recording stuff, and people always wanted me to record stuff. But a lot of times, I never put it out. So it's funny. It's funny because today I was on my laptop and I was going on and getting all the songs that I recorded, so I can pick and choose what songs I want to represent me when I put out the album. And the thing with me is like I'm not really a freestyle dude like that. I'm in a freestyle group and I do that kind of stuff. But like I said, I also was in an R&B group and I work on salsa albums and I work with Prince Royce on bachata. So I have a lot of stuff that I do that I can incorporate into my music. So it's so in other words, like people can't say, oh, why is he doing that? Or because I was never known for just one thing. So I can do whatever I want. Like I said, I got reggae songs on there. I got hip hop songs. I got dance songs, pop songs, ballads, mid tempos, fast records, and I just wanna put out records that when they hear it, they know that it's me, or not that they know that it's me, but it's more to my character. And I sat down and I went through everything. And it's funny because the name of the probably I'm looking at the name of the title for the album is gonna be A Love and the Street Vendors or whatever, or the one that I like the most is Y'all Not Ready. So and it's true. So if you when you hear the album and you hear that diversity on the album, you're gonna be like, wow, like I didn't know that he had that kind of stuff or he was doing that. We expected this, but he gave us that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of diversity on that album, and I'm going over it with a fine tooth comb. You know what I'm saying? To find the best songs that's gonna represent me on this album.
And that's going to be amazing. And I missed that you said something that's very interesting. You said a ballad. Remember back in the 80s when I'm not going to say all, but when most of the groups came out with an album, there was always at least
You
one
always
ballad. There was always at least one ballad, and you don't get that anymore. And you know what? Call me sensitive, call me whatever you want, but I love a good ballad song. So
Nah, you
hopefully,
gotta listen. You gotta have that on your album. And you know what? I really miss the way people made recorded and made albums back in the day because all you did was sit in the studio and then you would either make the beat from scratch or you would just come up with a melody and a song and just write it and then put the beat to it, and it was a process. Now it's like people sit down with a drum beat already and then they write to it, or they have a song and then they do the beat right there instead of kind of putting it all together in the studio. And that's what I miss. Like, I want that process for this. Although I have a lot of stuff already, but I want to remix stuff. Like, I don't want the album to be, songs from 1 to 10 or however songs are gonna be on the album. Like, I want to have like skits in between. And I think that it's really important to have a ballad because back in the day when you used to buy records, you used to have a ballad on your album because like you would play, you would put out maybe one, two, three singles, and then that ballad would be the one to sell the album because it would be like that big high powered pop ballad, that sold the album, that made the album that much different. And I miss that. And not just any ballad. Like, I want to do, I could do a ballad that's for today or whatever, but I want to kind of take it back to the old school when like New Kids on the Block had that dope ballad. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of stuff. Like I'm trying to remember the song. I guess I was wrong for loving. Yeah, and when I sing this song, the ballad, it sounds like New Kids on the Block that did the record. Like, is that kind of song is kind of dope.
Nice. I just thought of something. I got a challenge for you. You got so much music, and you got about, I would say, 2 months. I know you could put it together. Why not come out with a Christmas song? Come on now. Hey, love, Christmas
Oh,
music.
but I have a Christmas record that I did.
But I want a new one. I want a new Christmas record. You
I
got
did. I,
two
I
months.
did.
I know you can do it.
Listen. I don't know if you know this, but like a couple of years back, I was in the studio with my ex partners, and we did it was called a freestyle Christmas, and I did a song. What I did was I took all the famous Christmas songs, right? Jingle Bells or Silent Night or whatever, and I went out and I got George Lemon, K7 at the time, myself, AB, April from Seduction, Brenda K. Starr, uh, um, a couple other people I don't remember. Oh, Lizette Melendez, um, Lydia Lee Love, and I got all these people. I was like, "What's your favorite Christmas song?" And whatever their famous Christmas song was the song that we did. So I had my piano player was there, and then he just kind of got the key right, and they sang the thing. We did the beat, and everybody sang their own. And you could probably see it you could probably get it online, but it's called a freestyle Christmas, and everybody sang a Christmas record.
All right, now I'm gonna ask you a question, and I want you to be totally honest with me. So you
You will
mentioned,
always get 100% honesty from me, brother.
and I know that. Now you mentioned about 9 names that you got together: Brenda K. Star and K7 and a bunch of people, right? Now that was
Right.
back then. Now, A Love, I want you to tell me your honest opinion. How hard would it be in today's industry, the way things are now, to get a group of people that large to get together and do another song?
Like the way I did this one, you mean?
Yeah, it could be with
Well,
old artists, it could be with new artists. I
I
just want
think
to
I
know.
think that I think because of the relationships that I have and that I've had throughout the years, I can probably get basically anybody I want. I even had the Force MDs on that album. Um, and but I think, and this is a subject that I wanted to actually bring up in this interview. As far as all the artists that are out there, because right now freestyle is divided. It's like a line going down the middle, and then you have one side, and then you have another side. I think if I called Brenda to do it, or Sapphire, or maybe even Lizette again, and some other freestyle artists, I can probably do it. But this thing is so divided right now, and it's ridiculous. It's like people don't want to do shows with people because they're not on that side or they're not in that camp. Like, I'm gonna call people out. Like, there's like somebody like a Judy Torres. If this version of TK, and I'll just say it like that, myself, Tony, and AB, if we're performing and it's not K7, if there's a show going on and we're performing, and she's on that bill. If she finds out that she's performing with us, she'll cancel herself,
No
or she'll
way.
take she'll take her off the show, herself off the show. And I can say the same thing for a bunch of other people who has done that. So whoever's on the K7 side, the K7TK side, it's like, that's that whole sound fever side. That's like, Sweet Sensation, Cynthia, um, Judy Torres. Um, there's a bunch of people on that side like Suave and everybody, but not all of them do it. Like Suave, we just did a show with Suave, and I Cynthia and Lizette Melendez. I grew up with them before music in Spanish Harlem, so we know each other before all this stuff. And I step to them, when I see them at a show to let them know, like, hey, I heard this, I heard that, and they both denied it, but and not so much from Lizette, but I've gotten it a lot from Cynthia. That Cynthia was gonna do that show and she canceled or whatever. And I'm not hating on nobody. Like I'm cool with everybody, and I'm not trying to throw nobody under the bus, but it's just the way it is. We just did a show in New Jersey that Judy was supposed to be on, and she called the promoter, was like, I'm not doing the show because it's that other TKA, and that's it's crazy. It's crazy the way it is right now.
But
And then not and all the artists are divided, and then you got the I guess you could call it the new school freestyle artists, or and like they don't get a shot. And I don't I don't appreciate that, because I think because freestyle hasn't had a chance to develop, grow, or whatever, because they don't give the up and coming freestyle artists a chance, to perform on those big shows. How many times can you see the same old artist, you know, on the same bill all the time? You see George and Kay and Coro and Judy and every it's like the same people over and over again. And it's I do this, for because we love music, and for the fans. Like every time we do shows, we take time out to hang out with the fans, take pictures, and always, we're always cool with them, and we never have a problem. They don't never have a problem with us. But it's not like that with everybody.
now this is what I don't understand, Angel. If I'm an artist, right, and I
Right.
don't get along with you because whatever the reason may be, I'm not gonna take money out of my pocket and
Hmm.
cancel a show because you're on the show.
Right.
If I don't like you, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna perform and I'm not gonna say a word to you. But why would artists take money out of their own pockets because they don't want to do a show because somebody they don't like is there? That makes absolutely no sense.
It's crazy, dude. Like I hear it and see it all the time, and it's like this person's fighting with that person. This person's the king of freestyle. This person's the queen of freestyle, or this or that. It's like, come on, man. Like it's like everybody has their own lane, especially if you've been in the game for a long time. Like I respect Stevie B. Stevie B, we just did a tour with Stevie B in Brazil. Stevie B is the man. You know what I'm saying? He's a great artist. He has great music. He's a person who paved the way for a lot of these people coming up along with us. And it's like, Johnny O and him, I hear like they fighting who's the king of freestyle, who's the. It's like, why does it have to be about that? Why can't we all just get along, and everybody has their records and their hits, and everybody could perform, and there's enough money out there for everybody. Like I ain't trying to hate on nobody. In the past, we were fighting and arguing, and like I'm not on that shit no more. It's just like everybody should just get along and do what they got to do. But you have these artists, and these artists have these little goons that do whatever it is that these people want, or just to try to make themselves look good, or look better, or try to get the backing from these people. They do all these crazy things on Facebook. You got all these Facebook thugs and all this stuff going on. It just so divided that it's depressing.
And you know what? I gotta give my respects to those like Kimball, Hooker. You got Jay Mazur, Ty Bless, Pika Ortiz. You have a lot of artists out there that are having so much fun doing what they're doing, and they're not tripping off of anybody. But yet you got people tripping off of them because they're doing things their way. Isn't that what artistry is all about? Being yourself and doing things differently from everybody else. I mean,
Well,
help me understand
well,
this.
no, I agree with you, and and one artist that you said in that little list that you just said, Ty Bless. Ty Bless is in and out of that too because Ty Bless was a part of us and was a part of K and you know people, you know you hear things or whatever and you know he tries to stay neutral, but you can tell where the bias is. You know what I'm saying? You can tell where the allegiance is because it but because it's not on our side. I tell you that.
Right, right. I get it. At the end of the day, everybody should just be focused on one thing. And that's making money, right? I mean, that's what you're in the business and industry for is to make, be able to pay your
Listen, and,
bills.
and yeah, listen. At this point in time, and we should be happy at 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 our age. You know, I'm 53 years old. You know, it's like we look great for our ages, and we got to be happy that we still are able to do this. You know, and we do this to feed our families. We're not going up there to drink and to mess with women and it's like, dude, I don't even want to get on a plane at most of the time. It's just like, yo, I do this because, and I do this for the fans. Yeah, we all do it to make money because we got to pay bills and take care of our family. But I do this shit because I really loved it. I really love this, and we do it for the fans because if it wasn't for the fans, man, and the fans are still coming out. What happens when the fans start coming out and they're not going to no more shows? Then nobody's gonna be able to perform and nobody's
Exactly.
gonna be able to do nothing because these are the people that are spending their money and still going to the shows. So they don't want to hear about two TKAs and two three sensations and this person's fighting with that person and this person. It's like nobody. They don't want to hear that shit. They want to hear the song that they remember in the past and that they love and that they grew up on, and they pass it on to their kids. And that's all they care about. They don't want to hear about nobody fighting and who's the king of this and who got what. It's all about the fans, and a lot of these artists seem to forget that.
And I like because lately, when you look up Angel Vasquez on Facebook, you've been keeping low key. I've noticed that you're not on social media as much
Yeah,
anymore.
dude. I was like, I don't know if you remember back in the day they had the Mad Rapper.
Yeah, who
Like
doesn't know the man rapper?
I was a mad freestyle singer because I was just like, yo, I'll punch you in the face, and when I see you, and I just don't want to do it. Like I don't even go on anymore, and it's for two reasons. One, because I don't want to deal. I'm not a Facebook dog. I'm not gonna say it, anymore that I'm gonna beat you up. If I have beef with you when I see you, then you know what's gonna happen. I just don't want to deal with that shit anymore because now you can't do anything because you see somebody, you punch them in the face, and they're gonna get you arrested. Like they're not gonna be mad enough to want to fight. And the other thing is like, you try to do this to promote and whatever, not even your own stuff. Like if you have a project and you're working on and you want to promote it and if you got 5,000 followers on your friends list, you shouldn't have a problem with it. But it's just like when like I have my son's group and my son, he's a rapper and we put out music and I'm like, yo, I want you guys to represent and help them out and whatever. And it's just like you don't see it, but if you put up gossip or you put up something crazy, you got a million likes and everybody's commenting on it, but they're not representing the other stuff that you're trying to do. And that's why I was like, you know what, man, this Facebook shit, it's not for me, man. Like I just see what's going on, but it's not they don't help. It doesn't really help. It's like I wanted to go and look over my all my friends list because I'm gonna start deleting people because there's people on there that you don't even know that either on there spying on you or but they're not helping. You know what I'm saying? So why do I have to have 5,000 people on my friends list, but more than half of them are not doing nothing for me?
Exactly. I got you. It's just like the DJs. We all say it. We got DJs out there that have 1,000 viewers. Some of them may be fake. Some of them that's not my problem. I don't care. But I always say I'd rather have 10 real listeners than 100 fake ones.
Right. For
All right,
sure, man.
so what I want to do now, because everybody, when Angel and I got together for the first interview, he sent me a song that was badass. It's called Within My Heart. But at the time, he didn't have the master for the song, so he sent me a raw file, and it sounded really crappy, but we played it anyway. Well, the master's
Right.
ready. It's been ready.
Well, let me explain it before you play it.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so the song was produced by the original producers and writers that when they did it for voice, for the original artist voice. And so my partner is DJ LeBron, Carlos LeBron, and Mambo LeBron is the original producer of that song. So all the songs that I've been recording, I've been working. Well, Carlos LeBron is my DJ and my producer, and his brother is working with us also, who produced Within My Heart. So one day we were recording, and it was like the anniversary was coming up. It was last year. Oh, well, yeah, when the record came out, it was close to the anniversary, and they were like, "Hey, why don't you do that? Why don't you do the record? I did it. I produced it. When we do it, since you're recording and you can use it to perform." And I was just like, you know what? It's a good idea. I didn't want to do it. A lot of times I'm not gonna do or take a freestyle classic, although everybody does it. Hip hop does it. R&B does it. Everybody remakes records, but I was like, yeah, let's do it. You guys were the original producers on it. Let's just re-record it and put it out. Like I didn't say, oh, I want to do Within My Heart. That's the record I want to do. It was brought to my attention to do it, and being that we were already recording, I did it, because it was a record that I like, and I thought that it would be dope to re-record it, and then we could perform it and do shows and just kind of be cool with it. And we got so much pushback from that record because when they found out that I was gonna do it, they were trying to stop me from doing it. And then I heard that Suave was supposed to record that record, and they were trying to get him to do it, and it was just like a whole big thing about me recording that record. So eventually we went through all the red tape, and he got the permission because one of the people, and I don't even want to say his name, but he was a writer on the song, or has something to do with the song, and they were trying to stop it, but they all agreed to let us put the record out, and then we ended up putting out the record.
That's amazing.
So
Without further
yeah.
ado, Within My Heart.
You're listening to today's hottest music. Not just some of it, all of it.
TheFreestyleRadio.com. Playing 24/7, 24/7, 24/7. Music Lovers Radio.
When I look into your eyes, it's hard to realize the way we used to be. Why did you set me free? I gave you all my love with the hope that we will be a passion that will last through all eternity. In my heart, I don't know what to do now. I'm still in love with you. Why can't it be this way? 'Cause within my heart, I always wanted you to stay. You were always on my mind, and I hope to someday find a love that we will share. You see, I really care. You know I need you now, and I have to find out how we will ever be. Baby, you and me. In my heart, I don't know what to do now. I'm still in love with you. Why can't it be this way? 'Cause within my heart, I always wanted you to stay. I don't know what to do now. I'm still in
Angel, that was fire,
Yo,
brother. That's fire.
thank you. You know, it's funny when I recorded the record, I was trying to figure out a way, and we did it like really fast. I wanted to try to figure out a way to make it a little bit different from the original. So that's so when I did within my heart, I don't know what to do, girl. I'm still in love with you. And you remember the original was like, within my heart, I don't know what to do. Within my heart, 'cause I'm still in love with you. So I kind of wanted to change the cadence of that part of it so I could kind of make it more of my own than trying to sound like the original version. But I got so much flack for that too. It was crazy.
See, but I mean, what did they expect you to do? Come out and make it exactly the way it was before?
They were like, oh my God, it's first of all, people don't even know what monotone means. They was like, oh, it's so monotone. He sings it so monotone, and it's not like the original. And this, and like, yo, it was. I was getting so much flack. Don't get me wrong. There was a lot of people that loved it, but you know, the haters, they were like, oh, this, and that. I was just like, and why is he doing a record? You know, a record. What did he say? He was a Korea background singer for TKA. They were saying, yo,
Oh man.
it was so funny, all the shit that they were talking about.
Now I'm gonna ask you a question. I usually don't like doing this because I usually like focusing on who calls me. But every time I got you on my show, everybody's like, "How come you didn't ask about TKA? How come you didn't ask about TK?" So I'm gonna you say as much or as little as you like, but I'm gonna do my due diligence and I'm gonna ask you what's going on with you, the TK, the group. What's going on?
Um, Everything is cool with my crew. Like me, Tony, and AD, we good. You know, we're performing, we're traveling, we're doing shows. Um, you know, you have us, and then you have you know K7, slash TKA, whatever you want to call them. It's really just K because the other two guys are dancers and they're the swing kids from K7 and the swing kids. But since he has the trademark, and right now I can't talk too much about it, but we're in court, um, you know, dealing with the whole trademark issue. So eventually it'll all come out, eventually, and people will know. But know that on their side, that they've been throwing a lot of deceitful stuff out there to people because they were saying that that we were in court, and this was before we started the legal process, you know as of as of now, like recently within the last 6 months. But before that, supposedly they went out and told this story that we went to court, and we lost the case, and we weren't able to use the name no more and all that stuff, and that was a total lie. It was so crazy, and everybody was believing that. Oh, but you guys lost. And I was like, lost what? Like nobody took court. Like only now that everything is going on. But listen. At this point, man, like I said, like I think I told you this before. I consider TKA to be the freestyle new edition. And this is like, Tony does what he does, Avery does what he does, I do what I do, and K does what he does. Eventually, you know what? And I'm not gonna never say never, because one day, you know, we might get back together. On our end, if it's up to us, we'll get back together tomorrow. It's K that has to open up his eyes and want to do it, and want to do it for the fans, because the fans want to see it. But if it was up to us, we'll do it right now. We'll do it, like, yo, let's get together tomorrow and boom, and let's hash it out. But unless it comes from his side, it's never going to happen. But like I said, never say never. And I know that it's going to be a sorry day for a lot of people, because all the people that are hating on us and hating on the whole situation, when we do get back together again, those are going to be the same people that I'm going to have to look us in the eye and like, all right, like, what y'all going to do now? So, but it is what it is. At this point, whatever hate comes our way, or whatever cease and desist letters, that they used to do to us, all that stopped, because now we got a lawyer that's taking care of that stuff. So, business wise, it's being done the right way. There's no more, when I say you're going to punch you in the face, or any threats or nothing like that. It's all good. Like, let the legal process, run its course, and then and everybody will know the truth later on, when everything comes out. But you know, like I said, on that side, if he's ready, I always said it, man. We open up, we welcome him with open arms, and let's do it for the fans. Let's do it for the people, because we don't have nothing on our end. We're not holding nothing. We're not upset. We're not. It's just like, yo, let's just get it done. But at this point, man, like, I'm cool. Like, if it doesn't happen, then we keep doing what we're doing, and we move on. Like, at some point, you got to be a man and realize what you're doing is wrong. And like I said, if not for nothing else, you do it for the people, man. You gotta do it for the people.
And I agree with that. So K7, if you're listening, the door is always open. Now, let me ask you about Goodfellas. What's going on with Goodfellas?
Goodfellas, it's funny because we had a show, and at SOBs, or we were gonna have a show at SOBs in New York City. It's like a famous club downtown Manhattan, and we were performing with the Force MDs. The people who sing "Tender Love" and "Let Me Love You."
Oh, who doesn't
And
know the Force MDs? Everybody had babies with Force MDs.
it's funny because I was on the phone with Stevie D today from the Force MDs, talking about stuff. But so we had got a show, but things didn't go down the right way or whatever, so we ended up canceling the show. But like I said, I'm also, we have a new. Actually, you played the new single. You played the new Goodfellas record, right? Didn't
Yeah.
I give it to you?
Yeah, I had it. I play it. Yep.
Yeah. So we have the new single, and well, it's still like I haven't really done anything yet. You're one of the first person to play it, first DJ. So what we're doing now is, Goodfellas was really big in the UK, London, in Germany. So I don't know if you know the actor Idris Elba.
I've heard the name, but I don't know much about him.
He's in the movie, the new. He plays the bad guy in the new Fast and Furious movie.
Ah, yes.
And so people don't know that he was a DJ and a rapper before he was acting. And so he opened up a label in I believe it's in London, and Goodfellas was huge in the UK, in London, Amsterdam, like all those places. And so we have our contacts out there who are trying to reach out to him, because we just found out that Idris Elba just signed Slick Rick to his label. And so, being that we have a song with Slick Rick right now, and we were huge in the UK, in London, and Germany, all these places. So we're trying to see if we could get a situation out there. So I'm kind of holding everything back, to see if they want to sign Goodfellas and sign the new single, and then put out the record with Slick Rick. So, but besides that, what I'm doing is, I'm gonna start reaching out to some people. Hopefully by the spring, by the summertime, we're trying to get on those R&B fests, those groups of the '90s. But on the R&B side, you got Keith Sweat, Next, Mint Condition, all these R&B groups performing, and I performed with all those people. Goodfellas was huge, and we were a part of all those groups. Remember, I told you I had people like Brandy, people like Aaliyah coming up to us, telling us how much they loved the new single at the time. That was Sugar Honey Iced Tea was the new single. And we had our peers was, they were loving the group. And I mean, we ended up breaking up because of another third member, the same drama that happens. But so now, we're all back, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna start hopefully getting on these R&B tours, groups of the '90s, R&B groups of the '90s, and start touring with those people. So not only will I be with, performing with TKA, but I'll also be doing Goodfellas shows on the R&B side.
Man,
And it's funny because I remember when we had first recorded Soul Train with Goodfellas. I remember we had a TKA show in Puerto Rico, and we were in Isla Verde, and we were in the hotel, and my Goodfellas episode was airing. So I'm waiting to do a TKA show in Puerto Rico, but I'm watching myself on Goodfellas on TV, doing Soul Train. So it was a little crazy.
that's badass, man. So everybody listening, everybody tuning in on the apps,
Yeah,
Angel
what is
Love
everybody
is
saying?
great. So everybody's you should be in the chat room right now. Everybody's giving you mad love. By the way, everybody love the song. Everybody's like, oh my God, that's fire. So what I want to do, because I need I need a big favor from you. But before I do that, I want to give a shout out to everybody that's involved tonight. So that's the Freestyle Radio, Music Lovers Radio, SGR Records. By the way, UYOMC is on right now, and he said, "What's up to you, Angel?"
Hey, what's going on, brother?
Say Louder Promotions, Vibe 24/7, Classic 407, Extreme Mix Radio, UBM, Canadian Freestyle Music and more, Royalty Radio, Cola Promotions, Bella Fedora Entertainment, Freestyle Free for All.
Say what's up.
My
say
boy
what's up to
William,
Gail. That's-
yeah, man, it's everybody showing you love,
Listen,
man.
Bella Fedora, you tell Gail that I've been calling her and she does not call me back. So she's in a little hot water with me right now.
I talk to her every day, so I will let her know. But now I need a favor from you, all right? So check it out. All right, so Yuyo's on. So I actually need both of you right now. So, Pika Ortiz came out with his song, Queen of Hearts, right? You've heard it. It's dope. One of our DJs who DJs for us at the Music Lovers Radio and the Freestyle Radio, he remixed it himself, and I think it's badass. So I just want you to listen to it. And at the end, I want your honest opinion. Tell me what you think. Can you do that for me?
Yes, sir. Of
All
course.
right. So everybody, this is the remix that I said I was going to debut today. I was going to wait till after the interview, but we got Angel. He does writing. He does beats himself. He knows what he's talking about. Yuyo's on right now. He knows what he's talking about. I'm going to premiere it right now, everybody. Here we go. This is Pika Ortiz, Queen of Hearts, the New Era remix.
Hey, check it out. This is Pika Ortiz, and you're listening to DJ PJ Sarah with the new Queen of Hearts remix that he lit on fire. I hope you enjoy it, because I sure did. God bless.
another DJ Racer exclusive. You're listening to another DJ Racer exclusive. You're listening to another DJ Racer exclusive.
All right, so I want to clear two things up before I get your opinion. This was a long one. He did the extended version and the radio version, but I wanted to play the extended version so everybody gets the sound of the whole mix. So now, what do you think, Angel?
I was about to say, I think you need the radio version because it was long as hell.
No, we do. We got the we got the radio version, but I wanted to play the extended.
I know. I was just gonna make a joke. I was like, is that the 12-inch version? Where's he from?
He lives out in Texas right now. He's a DJ for us. He's on every Sunday. He's gonna be on tomorrow. He is a bad boy. He can DJ his ass off, and I'm proud to say he's part of the station, and I'm just proud of this remix, man. The guy's incredible, man.
He's the one singing on it too?
No, the singer's Pika Ortiz, Queen of Hearts.
But who is he? That's what I'm saying. Where's he from?
Pika Ortiz is from New York.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's if you were in the chat room, he's actually in the chat room right now.
Hey, Pika Ortiz, right?
Yep.
Good job, man. Great record. And keep making it positive, man. I like the vocals. It was a little hard for me to really hear it, a lot of it, because it was a little muffled. But musically, I don't really listen too much to the music, but I want to make sure that the vocals on point and that it sounded good, and it sounded good to me. So big up to you, bro. All
right, thank you so much, my brother. So I want to thank you for coming on the show once again, man. I really do appreciate you. And if we got to do,
you cutting me off, son?
No. You got more to say. I can sit here all day and listen to you, brother. Go for it.
I wanted to know if they was asking any questions in the chat, because a lot of times we don't get to. I don't see them, so I don't know if they're asking anything. Are they asking any questions that we can answer for them?
They're not asking any questions. I mean, like I told you, with the first time we interviewed, I got like so many messages. Everybody's like, ask him about TK, and I'm like, remember, because when we did the first one, I said we're not talking about. I just wanted to focus on you, but this time I'm like, if I don't ask them, they're gonna kill me. They're just gonna kill me.
Nah, that's why I was like, we gotta get out when we didn't get out the first time. Like, I don't care. Like, we can talk about dirt. We can talk about anything you want to talk about. It's like there's no whole bar. Like, let's make it happen. But if they're not asking, then hey, it's on them. But I know a lot of them just wanted to hit the TK drama. But honestly, there really ain't no TK drama. It is what it is. And like I said, until it gets to the point where, we get back together, if New Edition could do it, anybody could do it.
Absolutely, man. And again, I'm not trying to cut you off, but I want to thank you for coming on the show once again and blessing us with your presence, man. Talking to you is always great. And you promised me new music, A-Love. You promised me new music, and I'm going to hold you to that.
Listen, just remember this. Remember 3 letters, W-H-Y.
W-H-Y. Why?
Right.
That's right, baby.
That's all you got to know. And I got a dope feature with a dope rapper that I knew for a long time on the West Coast, and be looking for the WHY in close to the spring summer, with a video and everything. That's gonna be dope.
Awesome. And if you come to the West Coast, you better look me up.
That's what you based out of?
Yep, I'm in Cali, baby, California.
What part? What part?
I'm in LA. I'm in West Covina, which is LA County.
Well, what I'm gonna tell you right now, and this is my promise to you, when we're gonna shoot a little bit of the video in LA, so when we go do the video, I'm gonna call you so you could be in there with me.
Oh, yeah, you heard it here. A-Love said, I'm in the video. I don't care if it's 1 second. I'm in it.
No, it's gonna be dope. The song is a dope song, and and you know, I don't like to give time limits, and I don't like to give anything away. Who I'm working with, whatever. I always like things to be a surprise. I don't like to let people know my business until I'm ready. But it's a dope collaboration, and it's a great record. It's a dope summer record. I was trying to get it out this summer, but I was waiting for the feature, and it took so long. And I said he, so now you know. So he took so long to give me the verse. I was like, oh, so you know what? So I was like, I'm just gonna take my whole time this winter, get everything sounding hot, and just put everything out for the spring and the summer, coming up.
It's okay.
Go
ahead. No, go ahead.
The other thing I wanted to find out is, listening to, I know we had touched a little bit about new artists and stuff like that. I'm definitely looking. I have a couple of songs on the album that I'm probably gonna want to do features, but I don't want. I can call anybody to do it, but I kind of want to give somebody new a shot to be on maybe 1 or 2 records. Female up and coming artists. So if you know of any, let me know, and maybe even a female rapper.
Nice, will do. Absolutely. So the microphone's all yours. I want you to give your shout outs to whoever you want to give a shout out to. It's all you, brother.
Obviously Bella Fedora, what's up, Gail? I want to say what's up to Shirley. Shirley's on, right?
Yep. Shirley's on. She's been here since the beginning.
Shirley and the crew. I want to big up my Street Vendors crew, my DJ Carlos, DJ LeBron, his brother Mambo. That's my production crew right there. My boy, Luis Martinez.
Yes, sir.
He's also a part of my crew. We actually have a song that we did together also, a song that he wrote that he hasn't finished writing. So if you're listening, you need to finish that damn song. My partners, Avi and Tony, and Avi got some new stuff. Did you ever get some new Avi records?
Yeah. I interviewed him. We had an interview about, I would say, like 2 months ago. So yeah, he gave me what he had then. I'm not sure if he's got new stuff now.
Right. Okay, so yeah, big up to them. Just big up to you, man. You're doing your thing. I appreciate you, bro. And I promise once I got this joint done, you're gonna be the first one to get it.
Thank you, sir. I really appreciate it. And again, you're always welcome here, your family. So anytime you want to come on the show, shoot me a message. We'll make it happen.
You got it, brother.
All right, man. You have a great weekend, brother.
You too, man.
All right,
Take care.
You. All right. Peace.
See you in Cali, bro. We're gonna go to Roscoe's.
Oh, Roscoe's Waffles and Chicken. Hell yeah! Now we're talking.
We're gonna hit up Roscoe's, baby. I got you.
For sure. That'll be awesome. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, bro. Peace.
All right. Peace.
All right.
All right, everybody. There you have it. That was Angel Love of TKA.